In today's episode, the London Marathon keeps me heading west for the airport, low tyre pressures pile the pressure on me, and of course we play another round of Guess the Fare with the new flagfall. Hey, good morning you crazy cats, it's April the 27th and I'm top loading my day with a Charlie job.
Good morning, angels.
Good morning, Charlie.
Yep, I'm one of Charlie's ugly angels, and today I'm going to be staying west. I'm going to be top loading my day with a Heathrow. That's good news because there's something big going on in town. And the winner for the last episode of Guess the Fare was at Mark Kazmarek with £36.20. Well done, buddy, and lots of you went for it last time. And if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe, folks. Your support really does count. Also today, it's the London Marathon, which has now become the biggest marathon in the world. The route of the 2025 London Marathon is a 26.2-mile course that starts in Greenwich Park and finishes at the Mall outside Buckingham Palace. Runners will pass several iconic landmarks, including the Cutty Sark, Tower Bridge, Canary Wharf, the Tower of London, Big Ben, and St James's Park along the way. The marathon route runs along both the north and south banks of the River Thames at various points throughout the race. About 56,000 runners, and that means that central London is going to have traffic problems. I'm going to try and stay away from that, but it should mean that there'll be plenty of work about. Oh, what a lovely morning. Right, let's go. Now, yesterday, this happened. No more new tariff warning. It's kicked in 26th of April, and there's a new flagfall of £4.20. Remember that, folks, when we're doing Guess the Fare. Without further ado, let's get going. I've just Googled the time to get to the customer in Islington. It's 30 minutes. It's just to jump on the Westway, dive into town, Marylebone Road, Pentonville Road, and then do a left. But coming the other direction, the Westway will be closed. But at this time on this beautiful April morning, it didn't matter because there was no one else about. So this was a Charlie job. It was a booking and a set price, not on the meter. But I will let you know exactly what it is at the end of the journey. In this job, if you can top load your day, you can maximize the amount of work you get in the first half of your day, take the largest amount of money, then it makes the rest of the day a lot easier. Right, I have arrived in Islington, just to cut through a little Moon Street, and here we are. Right, let's run out to Terminal 3 on this glorious morning. Right Stud Street, right and left Moon Street, right Theberton Street, all the way to the end, left onto Liverpool Road, right Tolpuddle Street. Once we get down here past the Sainsbury's, get to the end of Tolpuddle Street and left onto Penton Street. Right Donegal Street on the left, the old carriage office where I did all my appearances. Still get nervous driving past that. Right down onto Pentonville Road, left Penton Rise, right onto Swinton Street here. That was King's Cross Road. Right Gray's Inn Road, forward and bear left. Onto the Euston Road, past King's Cross Station, past St Pancras Station on the right, and past the British Library. Not a lot of traffic, as you can see, because it's still very early in the morning on a Sunday, on a marathon Sunday. Underneath the Euston Underpass, vomited out the other side onto the Marylebone Road. Temporary lights here at Park Crescent. They're going to take a bit of time. Please turn green. I need to get to the airport. Oh, thank you very much. Forward Marylebone Road. Keep heading west. Now, normally I'd just be heading out on the Westway here, but no chance. Westway is closed between the Marylebone flyover and the West Cross route. So I'm forced left onto the old Marylebone Road. Stop the lights here, cross over for Sussex Gardens. Sussex Gardens taking me neatly southwest. As you can see, zero traffic on the road. This is going to be a glide today. Left here, Lancaster Hotel, Westbourne Street, right onto the Bayswater Road, and just head west on the Bayswater Road until I'm going to do my cut through down onto the Kensington High Street. I'm going to grab the A4 from there. Okay, left Palace Gardens Terrace, right Kensington Mall, left Kensington Church Street. Do the chicane at the bottom here. Hit the junction at the bottom, wait for the green light, do the right turn onto Kensington High Street, and then it's going to be a left into Wrights Lane. All the way to the end there, right and left Cheniston Gardens, forward Marlowe's Road, and then a right onto Lexham Gardens all the way to the end here, left Earls Court Road. Right, the big ones in front of me, right, Cromwell Road West. This is the airport road and is going to take us all the way to Terminal 3. Okay, forward onto the Tailgarth Road now. The Hammersmith flyover is coming up, so whoop, hold your breath while we get up on that. Come down the other side, the Hammersmith flyover, and we'll land onto the Great West Road with the Fuller's Brewery on the left. And the next little gyratory will be the Hogarth roundabout, taking us onto Hogarth Lane, Ellesmere Road, and then the Great West Road, straight over Sutton Court Road there, by the way, and then up onto the Chiswick flyover. Heading west on the Chiswick flyover, going past Brentford Football Ground on the left there, as you can see. Got a cloud in the sky. This is the Sunday that we love, and I'm sure those runners will be loving it too, unless it gets too hot. Okay, drop down now onto the M4. And when I jump onto the M4, I can press that pedal on the right until the dial says 70, so things start speeding up here. So heading west all the time, like I said, towards Junction 4, and once we get to Junction 4, we will start getting into that left lane, and the left lane will take us on to the Heathrow Spur. Making good time now. It's only going to be a 45-minute job, I think. Left turn onto the Heathrow Spur here, as you can see. I'm coming towards the tunnel approach, Emirates big aeroplane on the right, tunnel approach straight through there, staying in the left lane for Terminal 3. Coming out onto Cosmopolitan Way, and then we'll bear around onto Cranbourne Road. Cranbourne Road will drop left onto Canberra Road and set down on the left. Right, job number 1 done. That was Islington to Terminal 3, a good top load of the day. It was a fixed fare and it came to £95, so that's really helped me out. That's a great start to the day. And problem, just got a warning up here, tyre pressure low, check car status. Got to go to the service station on the way back, get the tyres pumped up. I don't know what's going on there. This, to be honest, always freaks me out because I think, oh, what if I got a slow puncture? It's all going to be a bit of a headache trying to change a tyre on this vehicle with that stupid little jack. Anyway, headed into Heston Services and around to the garage to shove some air in that tyre. Right, this one looks in working condition. It was the rear left tyre that needed pumping up, which you will see in a minute on the screen. So after £1.50, yes, £1.50 for air nowadays, that's what they charge in the garage. I just jumped back in and started doing this. Calibrate. Okay. Calibration process started and will finalise automatically. Great. From there, I jumped back down onto the M4, headed east into town, and my next stop is going to be Hammersmith. Check out the rank there. It's a rank that looks after 4 cabs, and hopefully I can get on and get job number 2. In front. Hi.
Hello, I'm not sure what road it is. There's a place called Colette House.
A little tiddler of a job, forward Hammersmith Broadway, forward Hammersmith Road, and then I'm going to do a right into Edith Road, forward Glidden Road. The actual location is on Tailgarth Road, but it's on the other side, so it's better to set down here. Just a little job to start off there. That was Hammersmith rank to Colette House. So I went from a £95 job to an £8 job. See, that's how jobs can vary, but like I always say, they all count. From there, I headed west, North End Road, past Olympia, along Kensington High Street, down Gloucester Road, towards South Kensington Station, and, well, bit of a surprise, no one was on the rank. And that is the best way to rank up. Okay, leave by forward Harrington Road, right Cromwell Place, and then left Old Brompton Road, and a quick left onto Pelham Street, all the way down to the junction at the end. Left Fulham Road, right Walton Street. That takes us up to the lights on Pont Street, where a right turn is instigated. Get to the lights on Sloane Street, carry on Pont Street for Chesham Place. That takes us into Belgrave Square. Comply Belgrave Square, leave by Grosvenor Crescent, left into the Mews, and wait for the gates to open. I put the code in, set down on left. Yeah, have a good one. Thanks very much. Thanks, bye. On marathon day, west is best. So I tend to just try and keep my work around West London. There's no one on the rank at the Peninsula, so why not? Let's jump on there. Right, I've been called in to the Peninsula. This is one heck of a hotel, and And as you know, I love working it here. Let's get round to the front and see what's happening. Okay, let's go to where that nightingale sings. Right on Grosvenor Crescent, Comply Hyde Park Corner. Leave by Piccadilly. Still not a lot of traffic around. All the action is in the middle of town. Left Half Moon Street, left Curzon Street, right Queen Street, right Charles Street, left onto Berkeley Square, set down on left. Just a small job there, the Peninsula Hotel to Berkeley Square. Job number 4. One thing I have noticed with this new tariff is, it's definitely ticking over at a faster rate. And that's quite a nice thing to happen. From Berkeley Square, left Mount Street, and then around Carlos Place towards Grosvenor Square. Thought I'd take a look at the Biltmore Hotel, where there wasn't a lot going on there, so South Audley Street, and then thought, let's go around the back of the J.W. Marriott, the Grosvenor House Hotel. Yeah, that was going to be job number 5. As things stand coming back into town, it's fairly quiet because there are tens of thousands of people at the marathon. 56,000 people running, and then probably another 100,000 people watching them on the route. After about 2 o'clock, when the runners start finishing, well, it's tinfoil time, and that's when it starts getting busy. Right, I've got the whistle, and that means I'm going in to the Grosvenor House Hotel. The gentleman has luggage. Well, let's see what we get. Right, we're off to Padders, left Park Street, left Upper Grosvenor Street, forward and right Park Lane, get to Marble Arch, left and right Cumberland Gate, and left Hyde Park Place right here, forward the Bayswater Road, right onto Hyde Park Street. Keep going north here, forward Hyde Park Crescent, forward Southwick Street, left Sussex Gardens, right Norfolk Place, left Parade Street, and set neatly down on the left. Job number 5. Grosvenor House Hotel to Paddington Station, a bread and butter job. From there, made my way out through Sussex Gardens, Hyde Park Square, then down onto the Bayswater Road, Marble Arch, and then south down Park Lane. Oh, and then I was called in by one of the doormen back at the Grosvenor House Hotel. Hi guys, how are you?
Hello there.
You're right.
Well, they've got to get a boat, London Eye Pier, is it?
London Eye Pier. Well, I confirmed that the actual pier they were picking the boat up from was on the London Eye side, and we're assuming that that part of London is open. Westminster Bridge definitely closed. Okay, Comply Hyde Park Corner after going south on Park Lane, left Grosvenor Place, forward Lower Grosvenor Place. Now looking at Vauxhall Bridge Road here, because everywhere else is a no-goer, and Lambeth Bridge, well, that's only one way heading west. Forward Bressenden Place here, so it's going to be Vauxhall Bridge Road and Vauxhall Bridge, right Victoria Street, and then we'll do a left into the Vauxhall Bridge Road. So far we're moving. I thought it was going to be a bit of a nightmare with the London Marathon on, and that's the most important thing. If you can keep moving in this job, you'll get there in the end. So forward, we're heading on Vauxhall Bridge Road. Still a bit of traffic getting into the scene now. Well, that's obvious. That's going to happen at some point today with the marathon runners finishing at all different times. Get to Vauxhall Cross, left onto the Albert Embankment here. It's quite a way round. We normally obviously go over Westminster Bridge for this job, but that ain't happening today. So forward Albert Embankment. This used to be Lambeth Palace Roundabout, but it ain't anymore. It's a junction, so cross that junction, forward Lambeth Palace Road, heading towards the east side of Westminster Bridge here. That's closed, obviously. We'll do a right and left Addington Street, bear around York Road, left Chichele Street, and I'll set down on the left. Thank you very much. Thank you. Wow, what a job. Grosvenor House Hotel to the London Eye during the London Marathon. That was job number 6. Probably do one more job, then take a break, check in on Dave. She was getting a boat trip from Westminster Bridge, but it was actually the London Eye side. It was a speedboat, because I said to her, you've got no chance of getting to the Westminster Pier. That's got to be closed today anyway. Anyway, Vauxhall Bridge saved us. She had a 12 o'clock appointment and made it, and was very happy. That's what we're here to do. London's 4th emergency service. From there, headed back towards Lambeth Bridge because I can go over that bridge from east to west. And, well, a bit of luck on the way. Job number 7 was waiting for me. Right, seem to have a job here. A couple of ladies. Let's sort them out. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Right, leave on left Lambeth Palace Road for this one. Obviously, we're going to go over the Lambeth Bridge here because that's our first available bridge. Do a right turn onto this bridge and then it's a case of waiting in the traffic because this bridge is under renovation and new construction for a new cycle lane. We'll get over to the end of the other side of this bridge, which will be the west side, and we'll go not around Millbank Roundabout because we have to go through Millbank Roundabout because that's gone. Ford Horse Ferry Road. There's some temporary lights at the end here at the chicane, so we're going to have to wait there, I'm afraid, folks. Once we get through those, and these are a bit of a drag, I can tell you that. Once we get through those, see, I thought we were through then. We're not. We've got to go through another cycle. So we'll go through left onto Greycoat Place, left Rochester Row, right onto Emery Street Hill, left Francis Street, and set down on right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you very much. And if I'm correct, that was job number 7. And I'm going to take a break now, check in on Dave. And that was a good morning, a good top loading morning, which makes the rest of my day a lot easier. Okay, let me pull in on Grosvenor Place and check in on Dave. Right, parked up on Grosvenor Place, going to give Pret a go for a coffee and something to eat. Oh, Dave. Dave, are you there?
I'm always here, Mark.
You're not running the marathon today, then?
Nah, giving it a miss. My gout's playing up.
Dave, the only marathons you've ever come across are the ones you've shoved in your mouth.
They call them Snickers now, Mark.
Yeah, I know they're called Snickers now. Anyway, have we got any VT?
Yeah, London's smallest tube train.
Sounds interesting. Right, I'll get my provisions and, well, you know what to do. Run VT, Dave. Welcome to Phoenix Place in London. Today I'm going to jump on what was London's smallest tube train. Also known as the London Mail Rail, it is a 2-foot narrow gauge driverless underground railway in London that was built by the Post Office with assistance from the Underground Electric Railways Company of London. And today I'm going to jump on one of these unique little trains and show you what the ride's like and where it journeys to. You can experience this unique train ride at the Mail, Rail and Postal Museum. This railway was designed solely for the movement of letters and parcels, and its automatically controlled trains operated on a 6.5-mile, 10.5-kilometre route between Paddington and Whitechapel. At its peak, it transported 4 million letters a day for 22 hours a day. Pretty quickly, the train came to a stop because I was leaning on one of the safety catches in the cabins.
Hello, this is the driver speaking. If you could all just shuffle around because somebody's leaning on one of the canopies or the doors. That's it, great. That might be me.
And before long, we were off again on this immersive experience.
The tunnel off to the left leads to Liverpool Street Station, where mail was transferred to the main railway network.
All the time there is a inboard commentary telling you exactly what part of the tunnel system you are heading to. The whole journey takes about 15 minutes. However, there's plenty of information to absorb about this unique train journey. The ride goes very quickly indeed. As you can see, it's quite small. And you're not allowed to touch the... Oh my god, something's happened. I'm scared. I think we've broken down.
Don't worry, everybody. Just a power cut. Ray, can you explain?
Power cuts happen from time to time when the railway was operational.
Phew, thought I was going to be stuck there forever. I found these immersive experiences projected onto the tunnel walls really poignant and quite touching. This one showed us how many letters we used to write every year in the UK and how important they were just to stay in contact with the people we loved, and especially soldiers at war, sending letters home to their families and the ones they loved. These were vital forms of communication, and well, nowadays I can't remember the last time I wrote a letter. And before I knew it, my 15 minutes was up, and I found the whole thing very moving, very informative and completely surreal. I had absolutely no idea that this unique train network existed in London. So get yourself up to Phoenix Place, Mount Pleasant for a great day out. London's smallest tube train.
What do you think about that? Dave, I didn't get you anything. I'm worried about your gout.
From Grosvenor Place, I just headed north up towards Hyde Park Corner and thought, well, I'll sneak a look at the old peninsula while I'm here. Turn left into Grosvenor Crescent, and there was no one on the rank, as you will see in just a second. So I thought I'd just hang about here for a bit. Well, I wasn't going to be hanging about there for a bit because I got the call in and was heading off to SW13.
Right, guess what's happened?
Good morning, angels.
Good morning, Charlie.
Charlie job come through. SW13 to Terminal 5. Might as well do it. Keeps me out of the bear pit, which is the London Marathon at the moment in town, and the bad traffic. We'll do that airport, come back into town, do 2 more jobs, and we'll call it a day. Right, Barnes, here we come.
Getting to Leafy Barnes SW13 is not as easy as it used to be. We used to use Hammersmith Bridge. Well, that's been closed since 2019. And it's a long diversion round using Chiswick Bridge, adding at least 15 minutes to a journey time. So please, you government bodies and local councils, get together and get that beautiful bridge back open. Okay, we've arrived.
Pickup is in 10 minutes. We're going from Lonsdale Road, Barnes SW13 to Terminal 3. And I think that means guess the fare.
I think I mentioned this was Terminal 5. It's actually Terminal 3. So left Lonsdale Road, forward the terrace, forward Mortlake High Street. The river's on the right. Absolutely gorgeous part of London this is. Come down and visit it. You will absolutely love it. Right and left, Lower Richmond Road. Some fantastic pubs and restaurants on the river. So we're going to do a right onto the Clifford Avenue here. That's going to take us on to Chiswick Bridge, crossing over the scene of the famous boat race which happened last week. So jump over the Chiswick Bridge here, forward Great Chertsey Road. The Great Chertsey Road will then morph into Burlington Lane, and that will take us up to the Hogarth roundabout, a roundabout that we've already been to today, where the Fuller's Brewery is. And I am staying in the left lane here because I'm not going over the rickety old flyover on the right. I did notice that the sequencing of the lights here had definitely changed, only letting 2 or 3 through at a time. Finally, we did get through, and I was heading west on Hogarth Lane, then Ellesmere Road, and then the Great West Road. Cross Sutton Court Road and jump on to the Chiswick flyover. Weather's changed a bit from this morning, as you can see. A bit of cloud has moved in. Temperature's still lovely for April, so the mood is good in this beautiful metropolis we call London. Heading west down the other incline on the Chiswick flyover until I see those national speed limit signs, and then I put my foot down again and hit that wonderful 70 miles an hour mark. All the time making good progress towards Terminal 3. This is a nice job in the afternoon, and of course there's only one place I'll be going after this, back towards Hammersmith, where we'll do another 2 jobs. Jump in the slip here, left Heathrow Spur. Heading now towards the Spur roundabout and tunnel approach. Jump into the tunnel, get vomited out the other side onto Cosmopolitan Way. Stay in the left lane again. Forward onto Cranbourne Road, forward and bear left onto Canberra. Set down on left.
Okay, job number 8 done, and that was guess the fare. Bear in mind, new tariff. Flagfall starts at 4.20, then rises in increments of 20 pence pieces. It's tariff 2 today, and there's been a fare increase. What do you think Lonsdale Road SW13 to Terminal 3 went? I'll let you know at the start of the next episode.
From there, obviously, I made my way back onto the M4, motorway number 4, eastwards towards Hammersmith. Traffic was building up now in town. A lot of the runners had finished the marathon, and I made my way to Hammersmith Rank to see what was going on there.
Looks like this cab driver in the grey Mercedes is having a bad day. Don't know why he stopped there. That's going to cause all sorts of problems. Oh, he's had some sort of crash. Someone's sideswiped him. Oh dear. Yeah, someone has.
Sorry to see that, buddy. Hope you get back on the road as quickly as possible. And that's what's happened to the Hammersmith Gyratory, since the lane crossings there have turned into a bit of a gumball rally. Right, I'm back on Hammersmith Rank.
Hi.
I need to go for 9M station. 9M.
9 Elm Station.
Forward Hammersmith Broadway, right Butterwick. Love that name. Butterwick, wonder where it comes from. Left Tailgarth Road, and we're heading east now into town, but we won't be going all the way into town. We'll be turning off at the Earls Court Road. Forward Cromwell Road West. Wait at the lights here, and then we'll jump back onto the Cromwell Road West and right Earls Court Road. Earls Court Road is going to head us down south towards the river. Complete that right turn onto Earls Court Road, and yes, like I said, we're heading south now. The next big junction will be the Old Brompton Road junction, but we're going to be going straight over that. Forward Redcliffe Gardens, forward Redcliffe Square, forward Redcliffe Gardens. Traffic is moving nicely. And then forward Edith Grove. Forward and bear left onto Cheney Walk, and then on the right, Old Father Thames makes an appearance. Jump over the lights here, Battersea Bridge on the right, and we'll jump onto the Chelsea Embankment. Now it's a case of heading east, following the River Road, all the way up to the Vauxhall Bridge crossing. Now, everything is going smoothly, the customer is very happy, and they've just told me they are on time. But unfortunately, once we get to the Grosvenor Road here and towards the Vauxhall Bridge crossing, then things start slowing up. On hindsight, I should have jumped into the second lane on the left here instead of sticking to the right turn lane here, because I think you can still get that right turn on that second lane. Let me know, you cab drivers, if you can, or if it's just this one lane that just gets the right turn onto Vauxhall Bridge. So just sitting in this right lane waiting for my pensionable age to come around, and yep, hit another red light. I think it was 4 phases before I got through and did that right turn onto Vauxhall Bridge. Yippee, here we are. Forward Vauxhall Bridge, forward Kennington Lane after I get through this light, then right South Lambeth Road, right Parry Street, and then it's going to be Wandsworth Road on the left. I'll do a U-turn after I get through another set of lights which really slowed us up at the end, and I'll set them down on the left.
Okay. Thank you very much. Job number 9. That job was a really good job, except for the right turn onto Vauxhall Bridge Road. Anyway, let's get into double figures, and then we'll call it a day. It's been a good day.
From there, I headed towards 9 Elms Lane, past the American Embassy, and then the new Battersea Power Station complex. I thought there'd be something happening around there where there were plenty of people but no jobs. Headed over to the Queenstown Road and then jumped up onto the beautiful Chelsea Bridge. Heading north now, up Chelsea Bridge Road, lower Sloane Street, and stumbled upon Sloane Square, left turn onto the King's Road, and my double figures job was waiting for me.
I've got one here. They're at a bus stop, unfortunately. Right, here we go. Last one of the day. Hi.
Thank you, Paddington.
Paddington, yeah, no problem.
Okay, another Padders to finish with. Leave by left, Peter Jones. Left onto Sloane Street, Comply Sloane Square, I meant to say, and head north onto Sloane Street, the beautiful Sloane Street, until we do a right onto Cadogan Place. Forward West Howkins Street, and then forward and Comply Belgrave Square. Leave by Grosvenor Crescent. We've been around here 1,000 times before, guys. You know it better than me, I should think by now. Comply High Park Corner, leave by Park Lane, and head north. Padders is great for me. It's a great finish because I live in Ealing. However, it doesn't make much difference nowadays because the Westway is closed, so it's still going to take me a while to get home. Forward and Bear left, Marble Arch, that's Cumberland Gate, left on to Hyde Park Place. Forward Bayswater Road here. I'm looking for a right turn onto Hyde Park Street. That'll give me, come on, let me in. Forward Hyde Park Street, then forward Hyde Park Crescent. Forward Southwick Street, left Sussex Gardens, right onto Norfolk Place. Get to the end of Norfolk Place, left Parade Street. Once this ambulance gets moving, set down on left.
Thanks very much. Right, that's your lot for Marathon Day. A good top-loaded day made things a lot easier. A bit of a sprint finish at the end as well. So don't forget to subscribe. Leave all those comments down below and your answers to Guess the Fare. And remember the new flag fall, £4.20. Hit the thumbs up button. And until next time, see you back here.